There's a moment almost everyone with stubborn belly fat recognizes. You eat less. You work out harder. You promise yourself this time will be different. And yet, weeks later, the scale barely moves, your waistline looks the same, and frustration quietly settles in. That's when most people assume they lack discipline. But here's the truth most fitness advice never tells you. Belly fat isn't stubborn because you lazy, is stubborn because you fighting it the wrong way. The biggest mistake people make with belly fat is treating it like a surface problem. They attack it with crunches, extreme diets, and punishment-style workouts. But belly fat is not cosmetic fat. It's biological fat. It's deeply tied to hormones, stress, sleep, blood sugar, and inflammation. Until you fix those signals, your body will cling to belly fat as if it is protecting you, because in its mind, it is. Let's start with the mistake itself. The mistake is believing that eating less and moving more is enough. That advice sounds logical, but it ignores how the body actually works. When you chronically restrict calories, especially while under stress, your body interprets that as danger. In response, it increases cortisol, your primary stress hormone. Cortisol's job is survival, not aesthetics. And one of its favorite storage sites is the abdomen. So, the harder you push with extreme dieting, the more cortisol you produce. The more cortisol you produce, the more your body protects belly fat. This is why people lose weight everywhere except their stomach. Arms shrink, face thins, legs lean out. But the belly stays. Your body is not resisting you. It's responding to the signals you're sending. Another hidden mistake is focusing only on exercise while ignoring blood sugar. Every time you eat refined carbs or sugary snacks without balance, your blood sugar spikes. Insulin rises to bring it down. When insulin stays elevated too often, your body switches into fat storage mode, especially around the midsection. This isn't about willpower. It's chemistry. That's why someone can eat not that much and still gain belly fat. It's not just how much you eat. It's what your meals do to your hormones afterward. There's also the sleep factor, one of the most overlooked causes of belly fat. Poor sleep increases hunger hormones like ghrelin and reduces leptin, the hormone that signals fullness. At the same time, sleep deprivation raises cortisol again. This creates a perfect storm. You crave more calories, feel less satisfied, and store more fat in the abdomen. So, if you're trying to lose belly fat while sleeping 5 or 6 hours a night, your body is fighting an uphill battle, no matter how clean your diet looks on paper. Now let's talk about the fix. Not a trick, not a detox, a natural reset. The first fix is shifting from calorie obsession to hormone alignment. Instead of asking, how little can I eat? Ask, how can I eat to stabilize my blood sugar? That means building meals around protein, fiber, and healthy fats. Protein reduces hunger hormones, fiber slows digestion. Healthy fats keep insulin stable. Together, they tell your body it's safe to let go of stored fat. The second fix is reducing stress, not ignoring it, but actively managing it. This doesn't require meditation retreats or perfect calm. It means simple practices that lower cortisol daily, walking outdoors, deep breathing for 2 minutes, strength training instead of endless cardio. Even laughter lowers stress hormones. When cortisol drops, belly fat becomes metabolically accessible again. The third fix is changing how you exercise. High-intensity workouts every day can backfire if your stress is already high. Strength training builds muscle, which improves insulin sensitivity. Low-intensity movement like walking burns fat without spiking cortisol. This combination is far more effective for belly fat than punishment-style cardio. Another crucial shift is fixing your relationship with food timing. Late-night eating, especially high-carb snacks, keeps insulin elevated when your body should be repairing itself. A simple rule, finish eating at least 2 to 3 hours before sleep, can dramatically improve fat loss without changing calories at all. There's also inflammation to consider. Chronic inflammation signals your body to hold on to fat as protection. Highly processed foods, poor gut health, and constant stress all contribute. Whole foods, adequate hydration, and anti-inflammatory nutrients help calm this response. When inflammation lowers, your metabolism becomes more flexible. One of the most powerful changes you can make is improving sleep quality, not just duration, but consistency. Going to bed and waking up at the same time trains your hormones to follow a rhythm. Within days, appetite regulation improves. Within weeks, belly fat begins to respond. And here's the most important mindset shift of all. Belly fat is not something to attack. It's something to understand. Your body stores fat for reasons. When you address those reasons, stress, blood sugar swings, sleep deprivation, inflammation, your body no longer feels the need to hold on to it. Fat loss becomes a side effect of balance, not a battle. This is why people who do less, but do it correctly often see better results than those who are constantly grinding. Their bodies feel safe. Their hormones stabilize. Their metabolism cooperates. So, if you've been stuck, frustrated, or blaming yourself, take this as reassurance. You're not broken. You've just been given incomplete instructions. Fix the signals, respect the biology, and belly fat will finally stop being the enemy you can defeat and start becoming a problem your body knows how to solve. If this changed the way you think about fat loss, stay with this approach. Sustainable results don't come from extremes. They come from alignment,